Nadja, we're here at the World Economic Forum and it's celebrating its 50th anniversary. Do you think it's an important platform for global change?
I do think this is an important platform for global change because the interaction between global leaders, cultural leaders, industry shapers and formers are here. You know, conversations are taking place at the top by people that have the ability to implement strategies and ideas right away. So in terms of, personally, the inspiration that we get here, being here at Swarovski, it's really absolutely important. It's crucial to be here.
So the theme this year is stakeholder capitalism and a cohesive and sustainable world. How does that reflect what you do in your business?
I have to say, we have come here really with the intention 4 years ago to see how we as a private organization could have a more positive impact in the business community, on the environment, and within our employees. And it's been very useful to be here, to be inspired by the UN Global Compact, by the UN SDGs. We have subsequently really rolled out 9 of the goals within the organization, and it's been very, very beneficial. I feel in the past the average citizen has felt a little bit in despair about perhaps the government not supporting them. And I think to me it was really call to action to individuals but also to corporations, and particularly private corporations, to step up and step forth with their values, which they're implementing within the organization, but also communicating to the customers.
This is, I believe, the 125th anniversary of Swarovski, when your great-great-grandfather Daniel started it, and he had sustainability at the core even when he founded it.
That's right. Our company started 125 years ago, and we really come from a beautiful town called Wattens in the Tyrolean Alps, which looks very much like Davos. And you can see that nature truly inspired my great-great-grandfather to always make sure he protects the nature no matter how his manufacturing process, and also that he protects his people who are enabling him to realize his vision. So 125 years later, we have been able to achieve a second Responsible Jewelry Council certification. We are certainly a strong partner of the UN Global Compact. We adhere to their 10 principles. We are also a signatory of the UN Women Empowerment Program and adhere to their 7 principles. We roll them out via our HR departments. These principles are an incredible guiding light, as are the UN SDGs. They're an incredible anchor to our strategy and our mission. And I have to say, I'm so proud of Swarovski's engineering and what we've been able to achieve in terms of a more sustainable manufacturing and production. It's absolutely doable for companies, but that of course requires a financial investment, a time investment, and certainly a commitment from the leadership point of view.
What about the term you used, conscious luxury?
So as we really followed in the footsteps of my great-great-grandfather, who wanted to empower women by providing them with a material that was very similar to the diamond, namely crystal, and make them feel and understand the sensation of carrying this, we now don't only just want to empower women with the decorative element of jewelry, we want to empower women by allowing them to wear something that stands for something, that has symbolism, but also by allowing them to wear a product that has been produced sustainably. And we have coined the term conscious luxury with our creation of our new fine jewelry line under the brand Atelier Swarovski, which uses created diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, which are bio-identical to real diamonds, but also fair trade gold. And we truly want to demonstrate that luxury is not compromised by having been produced in a sustainable way. And again, there's so much knowledge, research, information on the market about the supply chains and about the origin of materials. It is absolutely doable to create materials that are sustainable. And we want to communicate that to our consumers. We want them to understand what they're buying. We really want to, in this case, project our values and tap into the values of our customers. And in terms of the meaning of the jewelry that I was talking about, we are working very closely with the Nature Conservancy. We this year have launched some jewelry collections with nature themes. So, for example, Penelope Cruz has created a floral-inspired collection, and proceeds of that will go to the reforestation project in Brazil. which is undertaken by the Nature Conservancy. And we're communicating this to our customers so our customers can feel that they're actually contributing to a good cause while they are investing in a product.
Talking about female empowerment, Nadja, you're the only woman on the board at Swarovski. What about gender parity, gender equality? I mean, Davos here, they say we're not going to have it for another 99 years. And you're a role model in that area. What more do you want to be seen done?
You know, I actually feel a little bit more positive about gender parity, certainly in the first world countries, and I think that really has to do with the information and education, the way our children are being educated nowadays. I think there is certainly more equality within universities. I feel there's more equality in the job front, and I certainly feel that the young generation will be asking and demanding for that equality. So I am very hopeful about at least first world countries. I hope this will also be the case in third world countries, but we can only do our best to make sure it's not going to take 99 years, because at the end of the day, and this is why I really appreciate the UN Women Empowerment Program, although it's a female empowerment program, it's actually never against men, it's pro-humans, it's pro-mankind. And kindness and values are, I think, the driving force that really will take us into a better and more positive future.
Where does it come from within you, Nadja? Because you've made so many changes to make a difference within the company, to go towards making a better world. Where does that passion come from?
I feel so fortunate to come where I come from, namely from amazingly loving parents. You know, my mother's American, my father's Austrian. I am Lutheran in a very Catholic environment. You know, I feel I've always been not quite part of that 100% norm, but then the question is, what is the norm? And I found myself always striving to connect with people on an emotional or soul basis. And I just think Swarovski is in such a wonderful position of creating a product that makes people happy, that truly brings joy to them. So what else can this company do to bring a positive element into people's lives? And I'm very grateful to this communication ability of this company.
And of course, sustainability, climate change are huge themes here at Davos. And you have action for nature. Tell me about that.
Sustainability is very close to our heart. We've been so careful with our engineering, with our manufacturing over the years. We've only just officialized a sustainability department 8 years ago, and it's been so beneficial to be able to link into the UN SDGs for this. We, however, don't just want to educate our customers or the world about these 17 goals. We actually also want to tell our customers how they can realize these goals and how each individual can actually walk the talk. So this week in Davos, we're having a wonderful panel with Susie Cameron, who's written a book called OMD, which really stands for one meal a day, referring to one vegan meal a day. Her point in the book is to show the impact of switching to one vegan meal a day. The reduction of water is tremendous, and this in turn can have a very positive impact on the environment. We have the Chief Scientific Officer Jonathan Bailey from National Geographic on the panel, as well as Managing Director Marco Lapuntini from WWF. We see so much data and research from these organizations about better environmental practices that we humans can implement, and this is exactly what we are trying to communicate.
And do you feel, Nadja, that Swarovski is leading by example?
Over the years, you know, Swarovski was really following its own values, and that was to be very sustainable. But I realize the industries really have to catch up, in particular the fashion industry and the jewelry industry. I think in order to be sustainable, it requires that financial and time investment. It is not a governmental regulation that dictates that companies need to do that. So I just feel companies don't necessarily want to make that commitment. I hope we can lead with a good example. I think that investment in a sustainable product is absolutely well worth it. It's an investment in people and planet in the future. And therefore we really believe in that triple bottom line. We believe in people, planet, and profit. And by being sustainable, you don't have to compromise on achieving a profitable bottom line.
Can they go hand in hand, Nadja?
I believe that purpose and profit can absolutely go hand in hand. And we're certainly trying to demonstrate that.